For nearly 2 weeks outside Philadelphia, convicted murderer Danelo Cavalcante captured, surrounded, and surprised by a tactical team when he tried to crawl away with his stolen rifle. It was a police dog that took him down, led away in handcuffs to an armored vehicle. Tonight, back behind bars, the U.S. Marshals sharing this photo of the moment he was taken down. The big break came from heat sensors on a plane overnight, that plane detecting someone before bad weather forced the plane back for a time. But on the ground, they moved in trained dogs helping to finish the job. A motorcade taking him to a state police facility. It was actually a home alarm that went off overnight that initially drew search teams to that area. And tonight, the convicted murderer is now at a maximum security state prison, back to serving his life sentence for the brutal murder of his former girlfriend in front of her small children. ABC's Trevor Ault leading us off again tonight from Chester County, Pennsylvania.
Tonight, escape killer Danelo Cavalcante finally captured in the woods of Pennsylvania. Officers in tactical gear loading him into an armored van 30 miles north of the prison he escaped nearly 2 weeks ago.
Our nightmare is finally over and the good guys won.
Authorities say officers cornered Cavalcante in South Coventry Township. A DEA plane with thermal imaging detecting heat signals around 1 a.m., about an hour after a home burglary alarm was triggered nearby.
Heat signature on the north side of the wood line, going into the woods.
Tactical units quickly converging on that area, a lightning storm then forcing that DEA plane to leave.
Use caution, they're trying to push the heat signature towards you.
Law enforcement forming a tight perimeter until sunrise.
And shortly after 8 a.m., tactical teams converged on the area where the heat source was. They were able to move in very quietly. They had the element of surprise.
Cavalcante lying prone in some underbrush, armed with that stolen loaded rifle, unaware they'd found him until he was surrounded.
That did not stop him from trying to escape. He began to crawl through thick underbrush, taking his rifle with him as he went.
Customs and Border Patrol teams then releasing a canine, stopping the inmate from fleeing as officers followed behind. Cavalcante, ever defiant, resisting until he was forcefully captured.
Subject is in custody, confirmed subject is in custody. You said the subject is in custody. Yes!
Cavalcante wearing that stolen Philadelphia Eagles shirt and work boots, a trail of blood down his face as he's taken away.
EMS has kind of worked on him in the parking lot and they loaded him up.
That .22 caliber rifle stolen from a garage also recovered. Officials say Cavalcante never made it out of Chester County and he was desperate for help.
You do believe people were intent in trying to help him, including his sister, but they weren't able to?
We believe they were intent. We believe there were some efforts made. We'll have to discuss whether we believe any of those rise to the level of criminal prosecution.
Cavalcante was serving a life sentence for the murder of his ex-girlfriend, Deborah Brandow. Her sister today posting, "We are deeply grateful for the support and hard work put in by law enforcement. These past 2 weeks have been extremely painful and terrifying."
It's quiet again, it's serene. Everyone can just exhale finally.
Tonight, this community, having endured 13 intense days with a murderer on the loose, finally breathing a sigh of relief.
We will be able to go back to feeling secure and safe and letting our kids play on the streets and ride their bikes and not be worried about them anymore.